The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now they go play action with Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going right back to Dotson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And Howell will throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, Howell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Jones wants to change it up. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
11.
Throwing Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Patriots at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10.
12.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
12.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Elliott is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss.
Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Commanders 0.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Ryland for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Howell going to audible to something else. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Faking the handoff. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
21.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Inside give to Elliott.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it. Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Powell changing the play here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
21.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now they'll change things up. Jones on first and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jones now to throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
21.
Now Jones on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
11.
On second down, Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Howell on the QB sneak. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third and 4.
Here we go. 11. Here we go.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Here we go.
Jones off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run the toss here with Stevenson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Commanders.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now Howell's going to mix it up here. Robinson on a give right side.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down.
And the Commanders first down.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
Powering his way forward. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Out left to Dotson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here. Robinson will try to pick it up.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
On for the Commanders field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeout. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score Patriots 26, Commanders 17. Joey Sly to kick off for the
So they throw the
Commanders.
pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Set.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. So it's a win here for the Patriots, and due in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Mac Jones.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.